Welcome to Friendly Math 101. Today our lesson is on transformations of radical functions. Let's review the transformation equation for radicals. First of all, our a value will tell us three things. It will tell us if our graph has a vertical stretch or a vertical compression. It will also tell us if our graph was reflected across the x-axis. Now, if our a value is greater than 1, there was a stretch. Between 0 and 1, a compression, and if it's negative, there's a reflection. Our h value tells us the horizontal translation, so that will tell us if our graph moved left or right. Our k value tells us our vertical translation, so this tells us if our graph moved up or down. Let's take a look at our first example. Here, our a value is positive 3. So what that tells us is that our graph is vertically stretched by a scale factor of 3. Our h value is 4, so that tells us that our graph was translated to the right 4 units. And the k value in this equation is 5, which tells us that the graph is translated up 5 units. What we have to keep in mind is our h value. It does say minus 4, and we wrote to the right 4 units, but that's because there's already a minus sign in the equation, so that's actually a positive 4, and that's why we wrote to the right 4 units. This a value is negative 1/2. That negative tells us that our graph is reflected across the x-axis. 1/2 tells us that our graph is vertically compressed by a scale factor of 1/2. So it's going to look a little flat. Our h value here is actually a negative 7. So our graph is translated to the left 7. And the reason I say negative 7 is because we had minus a negative there. That's why it looks like a plus. Well, it is a plus. It changed to a plus. Our k value is negative 11, which tells us that our graph was translated down 11 units. And that concludes our lesson on transformations of radical functions. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave us questions in the comments section below. And for more math tutorials, subscribe to our channel, Friendly Math 101.